around again. We wanna dose of this right now. It's KDA. I'm a goddess with a blaze. 소리처럼 내 이름 잊지 못하게 loud 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 loud. I could take you to the top. 절대 멈추지 못해. 내가 끝내주는 bag yeah yeah yeah. And when I start to talk that oh you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with the wild in my veins. You can hear it in my growl 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 growl. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 다 할 수 없는 배분. 나와 되길 원한 늘 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? We're so tough. Let's get it, show you out. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. You ready for this?
Let's go.
See, 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아 견딜 수 없어 원해도 원하는 게 얼굴에 보여 I'm trouble and you running it I'm so cold when I move that way you gon' be so blown I'm the realest in the game said I'm on fire with the blade you're about to hear my name ringing in your head like whoa So keep your eyes on me now 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야 We so tough Let's get it show you out Can you feel the rush now Ain't nobody bringing us down 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 They could try but we gonna wear the crown You could go another round 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 Wish you luck but you're not bringing us down Go hard till we get it we go hard We so in it we pop stars Only winning winning now Ain't nobody bringing us down 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 난 멈추지 않아 Oh we go hard Oh we pop stars Ain't nobody bringing us
Awesome.
They could try but we gonna wear the crown You could go another round Wish you luck but you're not bringing us
Alrighty. So, coming off of those technical difficulties, we don't have any idea what happened game one. Alright, well, shut up. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the bands adjust. Like, that this is going to be very strange to see what changes happen.
The fact I'm being the Krillin of this group and everyone forgot about me.
So that ban has not changed.
Uh-huh.
Not that we all expected
You know,
it to.
honestly speaking, the game could have been extremely tight and no one's changed anything. It could just be that simple. Oh, uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
There's a Quinn ban this time.
Clean. Panda. Alright. Are you not streaming? Oh, there you go.
Alright, so far Dream Team has not banned anything new. Meanwhile, Real Name Gone has already changed their ban with a Quinn first ban. So, guess it's kind of safe to say Cusco's Poison, maybe wrecked a little habit. Yeah, maybe wrecked a little habit game one. Secret the first pick. No Anivia ban again from the side of RNG. Dream Team is free to pick it. Not sure if it was effective game one, but it is up for pickings, and they prioritize the Twitch. Okay.
If I had to guess, the Twitch is just a lot of comfort on Bacon Wrap, because as far as I knew, at least prior to this season, the man was functionally a Tristana one-trick, at least from when we played him previously. And this may just be the second champion he's been able to pick up. If he's been
in response to getting permabanned on Tristana, right? Yeah, I got you.
Because no matter what, if you're a one-trick, you're probably going to lose it.
True.
I feel that pain.
I'm old. I think I was the original person to feel that pain. Season 1 Alawi, bro. Never
Oh, you
changes.
disgusting mongrel.
Finally,
That
last
was
season,
me.
people started banning my Kaisa.
There you go.
I
It
can
just takes
get
a little bit. But
busted.
so we see the Caitlyn pickup now from the side of RNG. I don't believe that was banned game 1.
So
But
we
it,
got the DTC Rider Asol.
oh, that's true. That's true.
Ooh, some spicy Aurelian Soul.
Asol was up last game as well, and that was not picked up from DTC Rider, but that's his one trick, right? That's his one trick is Aurelian Soul.
It kind of goes Asol, Victor, stuff.
That makes sense then.
Like, there's a bunch of other things, but they're all, like, a couple of tiers down below the Victor Asol.
Oh, sure. Is Asol good right now? I'm not too.
No, but the man plays it so much.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, the Poppy. And that's definitely going to be for front lash, and that's definitely going to be jungle, and that's definitely going to be scary. So interesting to note, they changed it up with the Seraphine pick, obviously, but they had a similar situation in the game 1 draft, but they opted to pick up the Anivia and not the Poppy. And then RNG ended up banning the Poppy in the second round of waves. As you see a Rengar pickup now from pinged for a Rengar for RNG, presumably for Ping Don't type. Really, really big comfort. He's been tearing it up this league with that Rengar pick.
Feels like a little bit of an interesting pick into that Poppy. Just Poppy gets to stand on top of the whatever the assassin target is when that ult gets to pop.
And does have the disengage with the ultimate as well. That is also a note as well as Mordekaiser now being banned, as well as the Amumu with the Aurelia. Last ban here.
And we have now been through 5 bans and not a single flesh ban.
Unless they presume Flesh is on the Seraphine.
There is that chance, but... And it would be his playstyle, but I feel like he's going to need to opt for just a little bit more damage with the rest of that lineup they have seen.
Maybe a safer mid pick for sure. Now that you see the Rengar, I can definitely see something like that. But Seraphine does do
quite a lot of it.
Yeah, and Seraphine does do well into Aurelion Soul, which may have been the thought process on that second pick. Caitlyn is kind of irrelevant in this equation, but does have that range factor. I mean, oh, Garen. Okay, so Garen from the side of RNG, that is going to be top lane.
And so
Okay.
far,
Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. They didn't ban a single Flesh champion, so now they have access to that Anivia as well. Now I'm really curious as to what happened game 1.
so far, RNG's CC light to say the least.
But they are pick heavy.
They are very pick heavy, which is a very different look from their last game of we're going to play a bunch of beefy CC champions and sit on you.
Yeah, which could allude to the fact that maybe that was one of their weak points going into game 1. You know, like you mentioned, the fact that we did mention the fact that they had no backline access, and now That's one champion with a lot of backline access in the Rengar.
That's a Vayne top, by the way.
Uh, I mi- I missed that.
That's rude.
That's a Vayne top.
That's a main top.
That's really really rude actually. With an Ash
That's an
support.
Ashe
Okay,
support.
so yeah, so Caitlyn Ash bot. Uh, Man, yeah, this is a very different game, but I do want to say that Dream Team's comp looks a little more cohesive, just because you do have that little bit more of a dedicated tank in Poppy with the sustain from the Seraphine. Vayne's gonna eventually pop off, so it's another double damage threat that they had game one. This just now in the form of a Vayne, which has just as much as an easy time against Garen as Quinn does against Garen. Hmm. Well, with all that being said, what are you boys thinking as far as game victor here?
I would almost have to say give it with DT on account of fact, like, their team is able to access a little bit more of a backline mid range scenario. Now,
Hmm.
granted, though, RNG does have a little bit more of a poke advantage and can, probably execute it well in this scenario. Now, I'm hoping to God that they don't think that bush tactics are a thing, because my God, it's about to be a bad time either which way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I do agree with that. However, now taking a look at RNG's comp, that Ashe makes things a lot more interesting because they can now combo the Ashe with the Rengar and immediately just delete somebody off the screen, make it into an immediate 4v5. I see the duality there, and I see the synergy. Caitlyn is also honestly going to be a really good follow up if they do end up living with that ultimate Aurelion Soul. I mean, DCC Rider's just good on it. The Garen is just really the only thing that doesn't make sense in RNG's comp, and that's also why I have to give the edge to DWEAM Team as well. It's just they have five cohesive players, to whereas RNG really only feels as if they have four in reality, you know?
And Dream Team's comp is just, it's easier to execute.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Like,
very, very true. Seraphine ulti is easy enough.
Seraphine ulti, just putting a Poppy in the front, having CC consistently on a couple of different members. In theory, you can do weird wall things with a Vayne and a Poppy off of the
Mhm.
Inivia wall.
Right.
That's true. That's true. I also agree with Eggboy here in the chat. Support as the last pick for RNG this time around. It'll be interesting to see why it is that they wanted Tambourine King to have the complete knowledge of what he was going to be going up against. Maybe they just didn't want to commit to the Ash early in fear of it getting countered until they felt a lot more comfortable. But I do agree, Eggboy, that's kind of strange. It goes against the PMA LCS norm of it's usually your bot lane first that gets drafted every time, right? Like that's been the case for everybody.
On most occasion, yeah. Also, one of you boys may have to stream it from Discord because I've been Krillin.
Oh God. Okay. I believe. I believe. Yeah. Panda's still live on Discord, so you can go through there. Um. So yeah. But yeah. So the Ash pick is definitely the Ash pick. I definitely like, but it being last pick definitely raises a lot of eyebrows. Especially because you could have given your top laner that luxury when when in reality you saw the Anivia and you already see the Seraphine, so you can pretty much presume that that's not going to be a Seraphine top. You know.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the way that they set it up, giving Tambourine King that information, mostly coming from a support's perspective, it's mostly there as okay, this is all their team. This is what my team got. We could start following through all the champions and see what is the best pick for teamway wise as well as the lane wise.
I can definitely see it that way too. Mm,
Now let's hit.
And now let's hope nobody black screens.
Oh
please
boy.
God.
Or if somebody does, that they've at least allowed spectators.
Yeah, that. Oh, we're about to figure that out in the next like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, Hook, go for it.
You know what? You're right. Oh wait. I have to wait that because they're still in the.
Oh right. Duh.
Yay.
In our lockout
It's
window.
still the same spectator.
Well,
We never we never said we were smart.
yeah, but at least this time we got someone to blame in this case.
Yeah, that's fair. So
Come
as
on,
we're loading
bees, don't
into
fail us.
as we're loading into game here. Oh, I think am I still an admin? Can I still make Gamba? Hold on. No, I am not an admin in this Twitch as well. So no Gamba, sorry.
we we now we're now in, boys. Yes,
Well,
I can.
it's a 2 minute 35 second delay, is it not? Oh, okay, good. Okay.
We're successful in that scenario. Now let's hope to God that we don't get black screen every single time. We went through one hurdle. Time to get to the rest.
True. Man, I really am curious about that game one now and how everything played out.
Considering with a Quinn ban, I would assume something bad happened.
Probably.
Like, even if the game didn't go poorly for them, just the Quinn did something.
Bees, yeah, bees didn't have a good time. I think is what we can really just agree
You
there.
guarantee.
Bees is not gonna have a good time this game, by the way.
Honestly,
I
I
love
think
you,
it may be
buddy.
worse.
I think it is gonna be worse. Yes.
I played with bees, and I can guarantee you, if he banned if he needed something banned, it was because of a reason.
Okay. Well, he didn't scout out the vein band, unfortunately, and that's just gonna cause a whole nother horse of problems. Oh, and we
I fucked up.
there he is. There he is.
I fucked up. Don't mind me.
No, you're fine. So, minute left into this game. It'll be interesting to see what the summoner spells are. Last game, there wasn't anything too weird with any of the masteries or any of the um, summoner spells. The Twitch did have the dueling spell in the exhaust, which I think he's just gonna go ahead and take again. Caitlyn has a little bit more leniency on what she can run. She can run the exhaust. I've also seen a lot of cleanse depending on the scenario here, which maybe wouldn't go amiss with a Seraphine Poppy and a Nivea. You know, could definitely run the cleanse there and let the Ash take the heal. Loading into the game now. 5 seconds. We're still gonna do the 10 second deal. By the way, Panda.
Perfect. Fun times.
Okay. All right, so we're in loading screen now. So taking a look at the masteries here. Nothing too far out of the ordinary. Pingdong type with the Conqueror on the Rengar. That is a little bit strange. But otherwise, everybody else, pretty much standard stuff all around.
Paused at 10.
I'm also paused at 10. Let me move things around, get the portraits right.
We do see a ping from blue side while we are in our pause, coming down towards that bottom lane. Could see something a little bit cheeky going on.
Alrighty, I should be good to go. Alrighty. So yeah, we did see that ping go to the bot lane. We actually saw both teams ping, right?
Yeah, definitely looks like red team's going there right now.
Yeah, it looked a
Yeah,
5-point start.
5-point? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 5-point start from the blue side. No, actually, Rob is there down as well. They sniffed something. I guess maybe something happened game 1. Oh,
That is egg out.
yeah, that's gonna be already egg gone from the side of Flesh. Pingdong type.
On to Bear Jr. where you want it.
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
No remorse to that, K.
So pretty interesting thing. It definitely seemed like that all of that was by design. We'll have to see what happened in game 1. Again, you know, if you're just now tuning in, this is game 2. We have no information on what happened in game 1 because all of us crashed and they locked us out of the spectate. So if you're just joining us now, you have just as much info as you do. We're on the same page. And we just saw the same thing happen. We have no idea why.
All we know is it was a 3v5 in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Level 1 without waves.
Yeah, and like you said too, Bear Jr. already with that kill, already getting a refillable potion. Or has he spent the gold? No, actually, still in his inventory. 925 gold. Pingdong type.
Type looking real aggressive there.
Oh,
Jesus.
with the red buff. Is gonna hop away. Is there a flash to be expended here? That is gonna be double bacon wrap with the flash. The poison is not gonna be enough. Still not leveled up enough, and may be able to go down. Anivia is now coming down as well. Rob is going to be caught out by Bear Jr. and Tambourine King here.
And Pingdong Type is still alive, still kicking.
Oh, yeah, he has help from his teammate now. Flesh going down again. 2 kills onto Pingdong Type. Make that another one. You are now looking at a 2-0 Rengar with a 2-0 Caitlyn. This is disastrous for DT right now.
No one got to be screaming the mics right now.
I mean, ease of comp doesn't matter if you get this far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, very, very strange scenario. Flesh, I guess, maybe didn't... It looked like as if there was a little bit of disconnect there with the call, with Double Bacon Wrap burning the flash to try and get Pingdong type, the poison not being able to finish him off. Flesh was a little slow on the rotate because of the fact that DTC Rider was already on top of Flesh when all of that went down, and then Pingdong type with the help of his bottom lane. Rob also got caught out somewhere there as well. So yeah, just all around a total loss for DT in this early game. 3 minutes in, already 4 kills down.
Fucking hell. Well, Fiasco has its finest, boyos. Can't say anything else. Because Fiasco had its finest.
Yeah, especially because of the fact that Rengar is not the champion that you want those early 2 kills on. Seems here that he has not spent the gold, but already has about 2k invested into the bank, and is only growing.
And already comes looks of it, is already gold lead and already 4 kills in, and it's already 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's a 4-minute noon quiver from Bear Jr. If you're just now looking at that as well.
Along with the 4-minute Iron Spike whip on that Rengar, just give him even more burst at this early level.
Jeez. Oh, this double poke is gonna start to really start showing a lot of advantage for the side of I can't remember their name all of a sudden. RNG, thank you. On the side of RNG, because Bear Jr. has that new quiver, is going to have a little bit of an easier time with that auto attacks, but good trade there. You see in the top lane, Bizarre Russ already tired of this lane, burning everything possible to try and get him down, but Cusco's Poison is perfectly fine, just chugging along on a pot.
Lost about a third HP in trade for the entire health bar.
Yeah, you know,
Just casually.
Money. Yeah. Stonks.
Just main top.
Yeah. Stonks. Yeah, Bizarre Russ already just not having a good time. Should maybe look to see if Pink Don't Type can come up, especially the Vayne is vulnerable early, but doesn't have a lot of gank assist for the Garen, and that gets the stun onto DTC Rider. Flesh doing well in this poke game, but going back to top, that's kind of the reason why I thought Garen really didn't fit in this comp. If they had seen the Vayne coming with that last pick, or maybe the Vayne wouldn't have even been picked, but it just doesn't make sense in the comp. It doesn't have any gank assist to help him out here, as we see Flesh gonna go ahead and get the solo bolo on DTC Rider. No! DTC Rider with the flash. Pink Don't Type is just here and is gonna go ahead and take out the Anivia. No, the teleport. Very, very smart there from the Anivia main.
That is egg and TP out.
I did not expect that the TP would still go through even in egg form, so that's definitely an interesting thing to know.
Oh, Front Lash is now here burning.
Missing everything.
Yeah, unfortunately missed the Q onto DTC Rider, burning the Predator there, not able to get the correct angle, and DTC Rider gets to walk again on just a sliver of health.
God. For a second there, I thought it was going to probably be a little bit more of a landslide for DT, but apparently after that fucking fiasco, now there's a little bit of hope for RNG.
RNG, I think, has been thoroughly in the driver's seat. I mean, they're winning pretty much every single lane with maybe the exception of top lane, but you know, again, I think that's a matchup that they already expected, and maybe just said, "Hey, Bees, like, you know, really sorry there, champ, but you're just gonna have to take this one for us." But bot lane doing extremely well right now.
Bears up almost double CS, 2 kills, double assists. Like, this is his lane to run away with.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the frustration. I've been there, man. I've been there as a top laner. I've been there. It sucks that I know, but you just gotta do it, man. You just gotta hold out. It's only 750. Just 10 more minutes.
Find your farm where you can.
Yeah. Oh man, but no, this domination just being mirrored from the top to the bottom lane of RNG and DT is something to take note of. Pink Don't Type is relatively caught up, but actually Flesh is the one being caught out there, gonna burn the flash.
Flesh is now entirely out of all of his defensive options. Like, for the time being, teleport, egg, and flash are now down.
Oh, we see Front Lash getting aggressive here. Bizarre Russ is already on the case here. Gonna go ahead and take out Front Lash. Cusco's Poison now on top of Pink Don't Type. Is he gonna be able to get this kill? He does. That's a shutdown for Vayne. That's gonna be substantial. But Flesh is gonna go down to Bizarre Us, almost taking out DTC Rider. But I guess whatever fight that was about to happen in the or I guess for the Herald has been stopped. But, you know, a little bit of life there from DT.
Yeah, unfortunate with Cusco having that bounty. It is unfortunate right there, but we do see B is finally getting 2 kills and finally getting a little bit of a leg up now.
Yeah, those 2 kills are gonna take him far, but he has to be able to back at a relatively good position here. Ping Don't Type really should look to try and get him to back with those 2 kills, but again, that's just micromanaging, and of course, Bees has to be able to communicate that with his jungler, but maybe can't get it back here once he's finished, you know, just going to go ahead and clear those. And it does look like that may be the play.
Kuzco's just continuing that shove, just making it not be able to leave. Because Bees took that ignite, not the teleport into this lane.
Nor the flash, also to also keep it real. They both have red buff. They both have red buff, and unfortunately, Kuzco's poison is a Vayne.
It's like in Bees, you do not have your ult there. You used that in the last fight.
As we see a little bit of a skirmish here in the bottom lane, double bacon wrap immediately burning the cleanse on the crystalline arrow. Smart move in my opinion, as we see a collapse here from both sides. Frontlash gonna go ahead and get this party started. Pink Don't Type getting taken down extremely low, and that looks like to be the end of the fight. There is gonna go ahead and back off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, Fiesta, at its finest.
I don't think it's necessarily a Fiesta. I think right now both teams. Oh well, unfortunately, double bacon wrap. You cannot just walk up to the lane and try and get something done. Frontlash tries to go for the seal on the dragon. Unfortunately, does not get it. Red team does go ahead and get that slain with the smite on the Rengar, and that is going to be first drag going to the side of RNG. Something to note though. Gold lead hasn't really changed all that much. We're still kind of at that 2K gold lead for the side of RNG. Completely winnable for the side of DT.
Oh. And Kuzco's just purely chasing down Bees and nothing.
Yep, and unfortunately does not have that ghost available, to whereas the Vayne does. Did have the flash available as well. Really, Bees just has nothing to do in this lane at this time. The Noon Quiver completed, went for the boots early as well for the attack speed. It's just not going to get any better.
I feel pain in that man's eyes. I mean, as we really did say beforehand, it was really...
Oh, well, Frontlash is here with the gank, burning the Predator. Unfortunately, not able to find the angle on Bear Jr. DTC Rider now here to join the fight as well, but just going to go ahead and get that supermassive star to deter any more fighting. Oh, we see Pink Don't Type here now, trying to assist Bees R Us into trying to kill Kuzco's poison, but unfortunately, well, does have the ultimate available. Interesting to note why he didn't go for it, with Bees also having the ultimate available as well. Guess they're that scared of the Vayne.
Wouldn't you be a little bit scared of the Vayne, knowing she could do that much damage?
In a 2v1 scenario, not really. You know, still only has a Noon Quiver. You know, you have the execute on the Garen in case things get, you know, really, really dicey. I think you could take that fight.
And we're seeing a little bit of that frustration.
We're seeing that right now as we, you know, now you have the flash burn. DTC Rider is both here. Crystalline Arrow immediately hitting Flesh there. The front lash W is going to go ahead and deter anything more, but unfortunately Flesh is dead to rights. Bees R Us picking up that kill. Amazing Crystalline Arrow from Tambourine King getting that pick onto Flesh.
We're seeing that XP lead just grow and grow in that top lane.
Double bacon wrap, trying to make something happen here. 2 levels down. Bear Jr. just making quick work. Already
Also
has
a full item down.
Yeah, has the Gale Force already up as well. Nothing really to do there. As we see Rob with an amazing ultimate across 3 people. Unfortunately, his team is not there. The Rift Herald did go down. DTC Rider missing the flash over the pit, but nobody saw it. He's just going to go ahead and run away. Cusco's Poison is now with a double kill, chasing down BZRS. Does have the red buff available. Front lash. Not sure if he got the flash there, but he did. And Cusco's Poison still going to go ahead and pick that one up for himself. Now 5-0 Vayne. It's getting spooky.
So based upon the ban and this game, I think we can confirm that Cusco's Poison knows how to play top lane AD carries.
Yeah. Well, we can also maybe assume a little bit more that Quinn had a lot more impact on game 1. As we see Cusco's Poison now rocking a 5-0 scoreline, is really the hope of DT and has everything on his shoulders right now to carry this game out. That is an Edge of Night on Garen.
What?
Why is that an Edge of Night on Garen?
I think Thieves is quite frustrated.
I mean, okay, so it clears the knockback, right? It stops the condemn, which I guess is the reasoning. That's really all I got. You know, you get 1 condemn shield every 20 seconds, which I guess is good in the lane, but not sure why you're itemizing for the lane that's about to be over in 5 minutes. But hey, you know, everyone plays the champ differently. But
we
so
can definitely tell that he's frustrated.
yeah, I mean, I would be too. I'd probably be in the same scenario that he would be in. So something again, still only 2K down on the side of DT. Again, really on the side of really on the shoulders of Cusco's Poisons to try and carry this as best as possible into the late game. However, the macro of RNG has been pretty spot on these last couple of minutes.
That's without doubt.
And that's a dead bacon wrap.
Yeah, unless he's able to flash away. He is, and he was able to get the invisible, but he is going to go ahead and die for it. Oh no, Frontlash tried to go ahead and greet him the kill, and Pops the Predator is going to try and get away. The Crystalline Arrow Bears is Rob. Oh, okay, and it does actually get... Oh, the Seraphine ulti just missing. Flesh is almost dead to rights as well. The ultimate isn't enough. Frontlash able to get down Mr. President, and they all walk away. Jeez.
God.
Okay. Okay, so these are desperation plays that are coming out of both teams when they really, really shouldn't, because it's still a very... Well, the gold lead is actually gone for the side of RNG. It's gone. It's an even game. DT has come back from a horrendous 0-4 start in the first 4 minutes of the game. I'm sorry, 3 minutes of the game. And they are now picking up this Hextech... no, I'm sorry, it's RNG that's picking up the Hextech Drake. But they have gotten this gold lead almost all the way back up, with RNG now getting that second Drake. So they do still have that little bit of an edge.
Well, I guess it just lands down to where are the win conditions now. Oh,
Frontlash able to W out the ping don't type crawl. It gets hit by the Crystalline Arrow. Did get the support from the Seraphine, and that was enough for ping don't type to say, okay, we're good here.
I do think the win condition on both of these teams is on the back of those 80 carries. In the world for DWEAM team, it's just an 80 carry coming out of the top lane, but then for the world of RNG, it's just looking at front to back and for Bear Jr.
Yeah, if Bear Jr. can stay untouched in these team fights, then it's gonna be pretty hard for the side of DT to be able to to be able to capitalize on anything. But at the same time, Bees Are Us is not going to be tanky anytime soon. Immediately popping the Ghost there. He is pretty squishy, so it's not too much of a front line to try and get through. And then with Ping Don't Type not being tanky either, this is a pretty squishy comp coming out from RNG. So Cusco's Poison isn't going to have a lot of difficulty cutting through those frontliners, whoever they may be. So I don't know. It's going to be very, very dependent on how they navigate these team fights. If you're the side of RNG, you're definitely going to still want to go that pick route with that Ashe Rengar combination. And then, you know, if you're the side of DT, hey, you want to try and group up, have that 5v5 and be able to get Cusco's Poison that peel and for him to just go ahead and pop off.
I do find Bear's itemization just a little bit interesting. Like, knowing that you are that main trying to carry that fight, he opted for a very bursty build. Like, it does a really good job at blowing up a squishy, and then you kind of have to wait to get your really big amounts of damage back for that Storm Razor to come back up. It's not your conventional mythic attack speed item, i.e., I'm going to get to 3 items like every AD carry and start doing immense damage. It's a lot of, I'm going to spike on 2 items, but my spike means my team fighting is a little bit worse.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of coincides with the fact that they still want to go ahead and be that pick comp and whatnot. And then, if you really think about it as well, Bear really only has to worry about front lash, or has to be like, okay, this is the one person that I can't really just go ahead and one-shot with this combination. So, with those 2 things in mind, I can definitely see where you're coming from, but I think Bear is just that little bit of a better player to kind of go around that, as we see Bees Are Us taking it to Flesh, immediately popping the Ignite. The Egg form does come out, and there is not going to be any more aggression, but Egg is popped on Flesh, and that's a pretty big cooldown. Oh,
that's a dead Bear Jr.
Yeah, Cusco's Poison able to flash out of Ping Don't Type as well. He's going to go down. Frontlash does still have the Predator going up. DTC Rider is here a little bit late, but trying to disconnect from the fight. Cusco's Poison is ulted and is trying to get out. Or I'm sorry, is trying to chase down with the Ghost. The ultimate from DTC Rider is going to be enough of a deterrent to get him off. But it looks like there's a ping for the Baron, and I think DT has the rights to it.
Yeah, because Bees is trapped down bot lane without that TP. Not that the 3 of them would necessarily be able to contest it either way, but you're not going to push that group of 5 off with just 2 of you.
Oh, well, they are going to try and contest it. Rob trying to take it to Tambourine King, does have the Ignite down, is going to go down. Who got the kill for that? It's going to be Flesh with the electrocute damage there, and that is going to be Baron Nashor from DT, and that's now a 2k gold lead for the side of DT. They've brought it all the way back, and they are now winning this game.
It does mean Flesh is worth money again.
That is true. That is true. Oh, Bear Jr. trying a very sneaky play here, is going to go ahead and flash out of there as well. Cusco's Poison making it known that he does not care. He's just going to walk up. He has his team behind him. Bear Jr. already getting stunned. Is going to get taken down before this Baron fight. Crystalline Arrow is going to hit. Frontlash is in the front trying to make something happen. Gets silenced by Bees Are Us. Bees Are Us is kind of just between 4 people, but they are trying to clean up. Ping Don't Type trying to take it to Frontlash. Does not think he's going to be able to win that fight. No, he is going to be able to win that fight. Tambourine King is now back as well. Is going to be taken out by Bees Are Us. And a great swing from RNG taking this dragon.
A lot of money onto that Rengar with that shutdown off of that Vayne.
God. Sanity against Pioneers. Can't really expect anything more. That probably went into a big RNG like win scenario when they finally focused out Vayne. When they focused out Vayne, they definitely started taking off right after then.
Pretty interesting to note too. Bear, by all accounts, did not have flash for that entire interaction. I'm sorry, did have flash at the very beginning, walked back into the vein, immediately burnt heal, and somehow did not die that entire fight. Was able to live through all of that. And he was the first one being caught. And they were able to turn that around. Absolutely incredible. It's what makes Bear Jr. so scary in this league. Just that survivability factor, man.
You know, as soon as Cusco winds up seeing that opportunity, it's just like, all right, target acquired.
And I mean, that's definitely what Cusco's poison has to do, is like he has to find that enemy carry, has to delete him, and it's like, all right, well, I'm the only carry in this game now, and take the driver's seat from there. And they have the comp to do it, for sure, which is why it's, again, really surprising that Bear Jr. was able to make it out of there. That was, and Front Lash was right on top of him, too. Oh no, Tambourine King immediately getting caught out here. Flesh gonna go ahead and take him down. In great ult by Rob. Gonna go ahead and take down DTC Rider. Oh, no, it's gonna go ahead and stun him. So many abilities just barely missing. Ping don't type, trying to make something happen here as well. Front Lash, just goes ahead and spots him with the red trinket. Is gonna go ahead and knock Bear Jr. out of the fight. Bees are us trying to make something happen. Just gonna go ahead and get the egg form of Flesh. Is gonna get taken down from the side of DT. That's kill's gonna go over to Double Bacon Wrap. A much needed kill in his pocket.
We're going to see these two carries fighting each other.
Oh yeah, and it looks like Cusco's poison still gets the better of it.
Hey, gentlemen, we got him.
Cusco is up that third item where Bear is still on 2 and some components.
Yeah, now 7-1 Vayne, 209 farm, 25 minutes into this game. Tambourine King is there trying to deter him, as you can see on the minimap, but what are you going to do against that Vayne that just completely demolished your AD carry?
I mean, in retrospect, Vayne is, you know, full build. May not look like it, but we have Bork, Winsus, and Shield Bow, and there's not really much you can do.
But now we see him getting chased down by Bees Are Us. Gonna go ahead and immediately turn on to Tambo. Will barely not be able to take him down. Bees Are Us able to, no, I'm sorry, DTC Rider getting the shutdown there from Vayne.
I'm not gonna lie, that stun really was the make it or break it. If that stun didn't hit out, they was gonna have a really bad time, because I've seen DT was half health, both the support and Bear, or not Bear, but Bees was also low health, so it was about to be a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stress this enough. This was 0-4 at 3 minutes in. It was disastrous. It was 2 kills on the Rengar and 2 kills on the Caitlyn. Honestly, I don't know if there was a worst case scenario that could have happened in that beginning part of the game, but it happened, and DT are still here, and they are 3K up now with a lot of map pressure.
For sure.
Rengar ultimate being burned here. Yeah, it's looking like this pick comp now is coming back to bite RNG, well, in the ass, really, because of the fact that now they're not really able to hit that assassination that they're going for. And as a matter of fact, they're the ones getting assassinated. A great crystalline arrow. Cusco's poison being taken down extremely low, immediately getting ulted by the Garen, is not going to be able to get taken down. He is free hitting, and he is able to get out. DTC Rider going over the wall to just stun. Bear Jr., a little worse for wear, as a third health down, is going to try and make something happen here. Oh no. A great stun there by Rob, and that's going to be the dragon going over to the side of DT.
Well, that definitely going down from what you said. It is really biting them in the ass right now. And at the start, it looked like there was some hope, but now, you know, it's really starting to bite them in the ass.
And I mean, so that wasn't cleanse actually on Cusco's poison. That was the Quicksilver Sash. Yeah, so that was probably the perfect case scenario for RNG. You know, the crystalline arrow hitting, the getting stunned by the Caitlyn trap as well, into the Rengar ultimate. It really can't get much better than that, and you weren't able to kill the Vayne on top of all of that. So it's kind of looking dire now for the side of RNG for sure.
Yeah. Coming from how it looks from the beginning to now, they should have at least pulled some resources into making sure that Crystal would have been kept in check. Grant, though, and everyone should have pretty much know this as much as they know. Getting kills, getting fed, yeah, sure. But if there's one lane that starts becoming a problem and you don't leave it in check, it's going to be a bad time.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. As DT is going to go ahead and grab this this Baron here, Rob being taken down to about half health from all that poke. Yeah, and also Randuin's Omen coming from the side of the Vayne does not need another damage item because, you know, you already melt everybody, so just get some defense. And that's probably the reason why he was able to live through the Garen and through Ping Don't Type. Both of them not really doing so well against this Vayne later on.
And that Randuin's is going to give a lot of survivability because DTC is your only AP source in that entire team.
That's true.
And the ASOL does a lot of damage, but not a lot of damage quickly.
Something else to note here is that we are approaching that 3-item Twitch. You know, 30 minutes into the game, a little late, not gonna lie, but it's still gonna be a 3-item Twitch, and that is gonna be a lot more scary for the side of RNG because now you not only have to contain with the Vayne, you also have to contest with the Twitch, and I guarantee you can't handle both. Jr. has to be very careful with how he positions here. One wall could spell the end for him. A turret is going to be destroyed from the side of DT. Tambo now being caught out a little bit by Flesh and the wall. Crystalline Arrow immediately going to hit, but there's nothing that RNG can do at this point. The group of 5 is going to be stronger than that pick comp. No one has the energy, well, no one has the damage to be able to capitalize on a Crystalline Arrow like that. Yeah, so now just this threat of the Seraphine is a little back-breaking here for the side of RNG. They can't walk up at all to this double bacon wrap and Cusco's Poison duo. You have Rob, who's just holding the ulti for the moment things go awry, and this is just going to be a quick cleanup for DT. I think this is just textbook from here. 7K gold lead, by the way, 31 minutes into this game.
And then actually, oh, there goes the Crystalline Arrow again.
Yeah,
But
Crystalline Arrow hits.
nothing to be done.
And Bizarrus now taking it upon himself, trying to get to Cusco's Poison, is just immediately going to get stunned up by Front Lash. Cusco's Poison, not being under any kind of threat, is just kind of walking over everybody. DTC Rider also going down. Front Lash taking care of that. Tambo, unfortunately, you are not going to be able to take down the Vayne as well, and it does look like it is going to be GG for the side of DT. Well, I don't know if it's a 2-0 victory, but a victory nonetheless. Game 2 of this.
Look at these 80 carries.
Trying to pad the stats a little bit. GG's to DT on a Game 2 win. I believe we are going to try and immediately go on to the Game 1. Because it's getting late and we need to just go ahead and do it. Discord bug.
Everybody love when Discord
Yeah.
stopped working.
Yeah, it's the best bug ever, let me tell you, and you know they should never fix it because it's not annoying in the slightest. But so I think we're gonna immediately go on to game one because it's getting kind of late, right? Do we want to do
Already.
Yeah, works for me.
someone want to put up a poll for game two while we just go ahead and load up into game one?
God, I am
Someone's gonna
not.
need to send me the file because I don't have it. I can't see it.
Oof.
Okay. I need the file. Somebody give me the file. Who can I trust to give me? I can trust Fesh to give us the file.
I'm not. And this was DT versus RNG. I am not
Mhm.
looking forward to a good old against DT for next week.
DT will be without Cusco's next week. It will be back to being a drunk carry up top lane. Whether you think that's better or not, that's up to you to decide.
Oh wait, was Cusco's this a subbing?
Yep.
Oh shit! For a second there, I'm just like, wait a minute, hold the fuck
Oh,
on.
interesting. So Rob is saying there is a way to fix the Discord bug. You go to Discord settings, voice and video, turn off debug log.
That's one
Is
way.
that true?
I guess that's one way.
You know, I hear what you're saying, Rob. But also,
Can we also get the good old maybe things don't break because they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation?
$50, yeah.
Just as much as Bright over here breaking the game as usual. Not gonna lie, I know we woke up late to this, but I have to say, I am not at all disappointed at what I've been seeing.
I think my only disappointment so far is that game was not 2 kills a minute like is expected for a PMA LCS.
Listen, none of us can be
Quite
all that
enough of a
good.
clown fiesta.
I mean, what more Cloud Fiesta did you want? Because for first game we were trying to get in, and that was a Cloud Fiesta of its own.
Would have been a little more fiesty.
Get the I'm trying to get the file, Panda. Panda, I'm sending you the file over
Discord?
no League.
Oh.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I have a Mac at work now, so I'm typing in Alt C instead of Control C, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Hey, Dad.
Same.
You guys aren't at work yet.
Oh, Rob also posted the replay in the chat, Panda as well. The LCS replays channel, I believe.
Why do I have a feeling like a goof?
Alright, now we just go into Panda's discourse stream. Alrighty, everyone in?
We go into the stream. Well, I'm in.
I am good.
I'm good.
Okay, I think we're all good. Alrighty, so if you're just joining us, this is actually game 1 of RNG versus DT. Game 2 we already watched on stream. That was a DT victory. We have not watched game 1 because we were locked out of spectating due to bugs and other such fiascos. As so this is what prompted the level 1 in level 2 in game 2. As we see Kuzco's poison.
So much more sense.
Yeah, Kuzco's poison immediately getting that kill on Quinn. Oh boy. Okay, now I understand.
Minions have spawned.
Oh my god! Immediately converts that into a longsword.
No, we will physically see how badly it gets topside. Because we've seen the Quinn ban. Unfortunately.
Legitimately the only thing we know about this game.
So we knew that there was going to be a bad time, and with Quinn didn't have that first kill.
I can immediately see why it was a bad time.
It's at least off to a start.
So other than that level 1, pretty tame stuff all around. As I said before, taking a look at all the masteries, nothing really of note to mention. Something that we didn't mention in game 2 was that Rengar did in fact have Conqueror and not Electrocute. I'm wondering if maybe that was a mistake, because with Electrocute or any other, maybe even Hail of Blades, definitely could have gotten a lot more kills, but that's game 2, thinking retroactively. But as far as the masteries go on this game, everything really does seem to be pretty much what you'd expect. As we see double Bacon Wrap and Rob both getting very, very aggressive here in the bot lane. Yeah.
Thing to see that I believe that's a heal on the Amumu. Not seeing 2 offensive summoner spells out of that type of lane that's trying to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a safe than sorry maneuver from the sound of it. And to give you a retrospect of Conqueror Rengar, that plus anything else. Give it just a second.
Yeah, we see a dive here on the top lane. Cusco's Poison taking it to These Are Us immediately in lane. We have Tambourine King flashing in to get the stun onto double Bacon Wrap, but it's not going to be enough. Tambourine King is going to be taken down by Rob. Bear Jr. being able to take the return onto double Bacon Wrap, but it looks like Rob is going to go down. I'm sorry, Rob is going to take down Bear Jr. as we see just a trade of kills as Ping Don't Tide now going to go ahead and take out Rob in the bottom lane.
Rob was not going to go quietly there.
No, and unfortunate that it's the support that gets the double kill there, but you know, I guess it ends up being okay. I definitely want those on double Bacon Wrap, but he'll make do just fine with those 2 laners not getting the XP advantage.
There are worse supports to put 2 kills on.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but with Amumu being Amumu, you just got a walking tanky corpse.
That is also true, and it does look like he is going to be going that Sunfire build with that Null's Magic Mantle and that Crystal.
I mean, it could be into anything, honestly.
Like we were talking about in draft way back before game 2, this team's entirely AP. Just buying MR is gonna be good.
Yep, that's true. As we see These Are Us being able to flash out of there. Yeah, not having a great time in the top lane as he now has to back again from just the sheer pressure of that Quinn. And bottom lane, both games have been very, very scrappy as double Bacon Wrap is going to get stunned up. But Rob able to deter anything else from happening. Really, really scrappy bot lane both games, honestly. You see more trading on the side of Tambourine King. Both mid laners haven't felt enough pressure to back as of yet. They're both kind of looking a little lower. At least the Victor is. You might see a little skirmish here. Rob over the wall. What's he doing down here?
That almost went very, very bad for Rob if that Q was just a little bit later.
Yeah, would have caught the Zac on the way in.
That would have been a little bit funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been something. It would have been fun. It wouldn't have been fun for Rob, I'll tell you that much.
It would have been entertaining for us.
Oh goodness. But so yeah, so top lane, we see that those two kills on Quinn, which, you know, is obviously really, really scary if you're the Mordekaiser. But honestly speaking, I think it was a little bit of a rougher time, that Garen versus Vayne game 2, which is really sad to think of because this Bizarros doesn't know that that's going to happen yet. And he's already having just the terrible time of his life. But, you know, it's still salvageable, honestly, if you're the Mordekaiser. 0-1 isn't exactly the worst, and a 23 farm builds relatively cheap, in my opinion.
It comes down to if you just get ran down every time you touch a wave, that difference is going to keep growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, you definitely have to be able to. Something else to see here is that mid lane does have that CS advantage now. 15 CS going on the side of Flesh. Ping don't type is here just in case the Quinn gets a little frisky with this huge wave crashing into top lane. But Cusco's poison is not going to be that aggressive here. Oh, great damage from Flesh onto the side of DPC Rider. Oh. Well. Almost. If they had the ignite, then I think that would have been a little bit of an easier kill. Alrighty. So we see here Rob trying to be very, very aggressive, trying his best to get right onto Bear Jr., burning both of the bandage tosses. Double bacon wrap now burning the ultimate as well. Trying to win something in this lane. Maybe they thought that they could just walk in and get the kills that they needed, but Bear Jr. is still surfing. Does very, very well in this engage. You see an engage on Ping Don't Type, and that is going to be a possible kill onto Flesh as he's in the egg form. Ping Don't Type going to go ahead and pick that one up.
Oh, we got a couple of seconds. Interesting itemization choice out of Bear here. Bear picked up a Cull, just looking for that free gold for CSing. Seraphine gets not a ton on almost any of those stats, so it is just there to get that gold for when it gets fully stacked.
Strictly a 300 gold investment. Yeah, you're fine. It is getting very, very late, so if you are still tuned in with us, thank you so much for being with us through the technical difficulties. If you're just now joining us, you're a night owl. This is game 1 of RNG versus DT as we see Front Lash taking out DTC Rider early. Blue team actually going to go ahead and take the dragon. Ping Don't Type able to steal that away from under DT's nose. And does look like he is going to be able to get out as well. Wow.
And goes poison.
Yep. And that's why it was banned game 1.
That's
game
now
2,
the second solo bolo. Under tower.
And you see the Rift Herald getting the charge out there. The plates right before the plates did go down. Ping Don't Type, a little bit of an awkward situation, is going to go ahead and slingshot out. Oh man, so close is Flesh on the kill onto DCC Rider. Does not have any more mana available to be able to follow up. DCC Rider able to walk away with his life, but just barely. Man, 40 CS lead now on the side of Flesh on this Anivia. Interesting to see why they didn't ban it game 2. 1-1 I guess isn't super impactful in the grand scheme of things, but it still Flesh's Anivia, man. I don't know what the thought process is there with that.
My only way to rationale it is just Flesh's pool is massive, and possibly RNG doesn't think that there's a large drop-off from that Anivia to other things.
It's true, as we see Ping Don't Type now going directly onto the Quinn. Quinn trying to get out of there, is going to eat all of the ultimates from Ping Don't Type, is going to go down to Bizarre Us, a much needed kill in Bizarre Us's pockets, and hopefully he can transfer that into some sort of well, a farm, but it looks like Pingdong type is just going to go ahead and take all that farm, and they may try and look for these plates up here in the top lane.
The Mordekaiser.
Sorry, I had mentioned. Oh wow. Sorry, I had mentioned earlier that plates had already gone down as we see DTC Rider going down to front lash. It's very pixelated on Panda's stream onto Discord. We're just trying to make do. I apologize for that, but yes, there is still plates available, if I do believe, if I'm looking at the minimap correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there appears to be plates still up.
Okay, yeah. But so first tower is going to go down for the side of DT in the mid lane. A great tower, a great first tower to take down early. So we see here the Blade of the Ruin King first item on the Twitch, as we see a bush camp here from the side of RNG. Both ultimates expended. Bear Jr. is out of juice, but does take down Double Bacon Wrap in the process. Looks like we'll go down to Rob again. No, the heal coming through. It is still going to be enough. Double Bacon Wrap actually getting the kill there from the poison. Tambourine King running for the hills, trying to get out of Fwesh's range. Will be able to dodge the wall ult combo there.
Yeah, I just wish to point out that it would have been able to, but unfortunately Flash did, TP from behind them, so it just came down to, okay, so we kill Twitch. Well, no, well, we're gonna take some payback with that with interest.
And very fortunate there too that Twitch was able to get that kill from beyond the grave. Wow, Frontlash dashing over the wall, messing up the wow, oh my goodness, messing up the blast cone. A huge wall by Fwesh there to knock Pingdong type out of his slingshot, essentially saving what could have been a disastrous situation for Frontlash, and was able to walk out now with this dragon up. This is looking like it's going to be a 5v5 skirmish. I know Fwesh backed actually. Fwesh is not here for this fight, and RNG's not wanting to take the initiative. They don't know that the Anivia was gone for that long. They could have probably just taken it there. They start it now. Oh, they have found Rob. Rob goes ahead and flash in the middle of everybody. Frontlash immediately taking down These Are Us here. Bear Jr. immediately going down as well. They are routed. Every single member of RNG is low and is going down. Save for Tambourine King. A complete disastrous play by RNG there, following up this dragon.
Right. The first thing that we thought that the problem again was Quinn, but I guess now coming from the looks of that was actually Quinn that's actually causing the mayhem out of this.
Yeah, 100%. Really good positioning there from Frontlash, and really that's just what you have to do with Gwen. It's very much a zoner to their own right, and that's all what Frontlash exceeds at. He plays the Poppy, an excellent zoner in these team fights, and you just transfer that over to the Gwen, and you're gonna see these 4-0 results with a jungle Gwen, no less.
Oh, for sure.
And if you're the side of RNG right now too, it's a little demoralizing because that was a drawn-up play that you had that just completely went awry in the bottom lane before that dragon fight as well. So I'm not sure why you're interested in trying to take the fight. Would have rather seen them just try and go for the dragon.
I'm sure coming from their sideline, it's like, where was Nivea? Like, I would have understood that. Oh,
Yeah, as we see BZRS ulting the Vayne, trying to make something. I'm sorry, ulting the Quinn, trying to make something happen. He is getting fairly close, misses the grasp. Cusco's poison is going to be able to barely walk out of there. Is going to try and maybe look for something on the return, but no, thinks better of it. Will probably be channeling that recall if we see a TP coming out here. Oh, Tambourine King immediately going on to Flesh. Flesh does have the egg available, is immediately going to go down. Frontlash taking out Bear Jr. in the backline, but it is going to be traded out for Flesh. Oh my god, that Gwen does so much damage, it just melts. Tambourine King, double bacon wrap, able to take down Bees Are Us here in the top lane for Cusco's Poison's little support. And like I said, Frontlash melted that that bottom lane of RNG.
welcome to the game of the win. It's disgusting.
If you hit true damage go Burr.
Yeah.
I forgot what does damage. I don't think about it.
So that was the true damage lined up on both of them.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. As you see, RNG taking out the Rift Herald there, but the tower is already going to be going down, so they are going to lament that. Red buff now going over to the side of Frontlash as well, and there is nothing RNG can do about this Gwen right now. So I mean, what do you do as RNG against the Gwen? Like, what are your guys' thoughts or game plan if you were in their scenario?
Honestly, for the life of me, the best hope that you can do is try to help one of guys pick up the little scraps and everything, because majority of how they are is that they're mostly ranged, but Gwen just has that big, big negate, so you really have to get up close to it, which is a really bad idea. I think the only way to fight it off is if Bees joins into the fight and strictly ults Gwen in that close to close combat.
Well, to be fair, it should be what Bezara should be doing, just because of the simple fact that Gwen is the jungler. You take away the smite, you have a lot easier objective control and whatnot. But not only, oh no, as we see Rob actually catching out Pingdome Type here, a huge ultimate coming out for the side of RNG. Now double bacon wrap trying to make something happen. Pingdome Type trying to peel him off. Rob is going to go down to Bizarre Us as well. RNG actually getting the better of this fight here. Flesh now trying to make something happen on the backhand side, but is having a little bit of trouble trying to dance around his ultimate. Pingdome Type immediately going to get that kill after the flash. And a very bad, poorly taken fight there for the side of DT. It doesn't look like everybody was on the same page. Looks like they are going to go ahead and convert this to a mid lane tower as well.
At the same time, the play went incredibly well for RNG, but we do see a little bit of the weakness of this draft. Like, that was a 2v5, and it took a really long time to kill not tanky people.
Yeah, absolutely. Double bacon wrap now getting a double kill on the back side. It looks like RNG bit off a little too much more than they can handle. Rob is going to go ahead and try and get the bandage toss. Double bacon wrap going to go ahead and clean that up. A triple kill and some red buffs. Again, RNG just overstepping a little bit, and they get absolutely punished for it. And now a dragon that should have been firmly in the hands of RNG, going into the grateful arms of DT here.
Oh hell. Now, granted though, now looking at the items and looking at the teams right now, considering the fact that they are tanky, we do have a Gwen with Riftmaker making true damage pretty much optimal every single time. and then we do see like 2 Kraken Slayers on top of that. So tanking this shouldn't be much of an issue going with if it starts getting even longer.
That is true. I mean, from a top laner's perspective here, BZRS does have the ability to itemize against the threats that he knows for a fact are going to be there. As you see, Bear Jr. almost getting taken down by Double Bacon Wrap. The exhaust already coming out. Bear Jr. being taken out as well. Tambourine King is going to be taken out by Double Bacon Wrap. As you see, Front Lash chasing down BZRS. Rob is now in pursuit, has the bandage toss available, does get that hit off, does not follow it up with the second bandage toss, but it looks like this is going to be a Baron call for the side of DT moving forward.
We do have that Zac headed up towards top side.
Have to see what happens. Rob is behind him as well. Can't find a little bit of disruption. The Gwen is here. The call is to kill the Zac first, but it doesn't matter. Red team, Front Lash going to go ahead and smite that away from Pink Don't Type. There is no steal here.
I'll be right
I couldn't really pick that up. I didn't know whether fucking Gwen just killed Zac off first and then smite, or smite and then killed him off.
Well, the smart thing to do is to drop aggro from the Baron because it's a Zac, and then just kill the Zac. But you know, good eye on Front Lash to maybe one of his teammates didn't follow along with those orders, but he was able to just go ahead and smite that away anyway. A lot closer than it should have been, but nonetheless, DT able to pick up that Baron. Oh no.
Quinn.
Yeah, BZRS definitely not the split pushing bully that he's going to be used to. But what I was going to say before that huge fight in the Baron was that as a Mordekaiser, you do have the ability to itemize what you see in front of you. In this case, I would definitely maybe go something as far as like a Bramble Vest, and then follow that up with some sort of MR. It could be a Force of Nature, it could be a Spirit Massage, which, you know, kind of helps you out as well. An Abyssal Mass wouldn't go amiss either, and that's to combat the Gwen. But you kind of have to think about that, and you also need the proper gold in your pocket to be able to do that, and both of those scenarios just haven't been happening for BZRS lately.
Very much so. The constant pushing the bully
Rob, a little bit caught out here, is separated from his team. Pink Don't Type trying to create the space, but is just going to go down immediately to Double Bacon Wrap. Fresh going to go ahead and pick up the rest of that kill. Front Lash immediately burning down Bear Jr., and RNG just have to run as their base is getting taken by this Baron empowered wave. Along with the wave clear from the Anivia, you don't really think you have a lot of standing here.
Well, this game definitely feels like just let's see how Dream Team can try to wrap this game up.
Yep, as you see, BZRS getting a great pull onto one member, that is Rob, immediately getting melted down by Double Bacon Wrap and Flesh as a duo combo. And now we see Front Lash just in the bot lane doing whatever he wants, already taken down the tower, is already working on the inhibitor, has taken that down as well. RNG are just not able to do anything. They have lost complete control of their map as we see a dive happen onto Cusco's poison. He is going to be able to get away from that, and everybody walks away with the entire base of RNG in shambles, minus the top lane inhibitor. Jesus. A great showing of macro game here from DT.
I really have a stupid question right now. Now I'm thinking about it. Did they ever ban Gwen for that second round of picks?
Yeah, they did. It was the first.
Okay.
It was the first ban that they had.
Well, now we understand.
As we see that Quinn just dive into 3 people, Tambourine King almost being able to take him down is gonna just be able to walk away with the use of the flash. Didn't even need to burn the ignite there. Whereas Bear Jr. now has no summoners to his name. It is gonna go ahead and feel the complete wrath of a godlike double bacon wrap.
I would almost have to say, like, if they just started resetting right now, they would be able to probably try and force a 5v5 and maybe possibly win the game altogether.
Yeah, and so we kind of saw that that change in team composition in game 2, because we were kind of explaining, we were like, oh man, you know, in game 2 they had a team composition that had a lot of backline access. You know, they had the Rengar, they had the Caitlyn that was able to snipe people from the back, along with a couple of others. This game, we can definitely see why they changed that up. I mean, they are not able to get onto Cusco's Poison, and they are not able to get onto Double Bacon Wrap to be able to pressure them off of these team fights, which is why they opted for it. But then on game 2, you know, same thing happened. They couldn't capitalize on the kills and whatnot. They weren't able to get the pick comp that they needed with that Ashe Rengar combo. So yeah, kind of interesting to think of it retroactively and whatnot. As we see here, the last inhibitor probably going down as Front Lash and Rob just walking straight into the team, immediately ulting. Tambourine King already taken down extremely low, but Devil Bacon Wrap running for his life inside of the Death Realm is going to be able to go ahead and get out of there as well, and it looks like this is going to be GG. DT looking like they're going to take game 1. They've already taken game 2. Ultimate from DTC Rider, tickling Rob at this point. Still going to go down to Front Lash. Game 1 going over to DT.
Had them stats.
God damn.
Okay. So, as I said before, definitely understood the change in composition there, from the side of RNG. Unfortunately, in game 2, still was not able to capitalize on it, but nonetheless did see where those changes occurred.
And then we definitely seen of what has happened after, like, you know, going through game 2 and seeing, oh, well, this is what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, Cusco's Poison. 12-2 game 1. Hell of a scoreline. Can't remember what it was game 2, but it was somewhere along the lines of that. And definitely put on the carry pants from the top lane. Just top lane AD carry. Who knew would be the answer to all your problems and carry you out of all these games. Oh, that is game 2 stats. Why is that game 2 stats?
No.
Oh, my Twitch is frozen. Ah, it's the same end screen. That's really, really funny, actually. My Twitch stream was oh well, now I have a State Farm commercial. In any case, yeah, GG's to both sides. I don't know if we did a straw poll for game 1. Not sure if we're doing a straw poll for game 2. Honestly speaking though, I would probably give it to Cusco's Poison.
Honestly, it'd be the between factor of Bacon Wrap and Cusco's Poison.
I would ultimately agree on that Cusco's Poison angle.
All right, cool. So there you have it. Cusco's Poison's your game 1 MVP. And I guess game 2 MVP, game 2 MVP technically, I guess. But it's late. Yeah, we'll just give him the series MVP. It's late. It's midnight in CST. It's 1 a.m. EST. I'm tired. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop off. GG's to both DT and RNG. Congrats on DT on that 2-0 victory. RNG, I mean, keep you guys' head up. You guys are still way in this race, middle of the pack. I mean, They're still a really, really scary team.
They're, I think, still higher than just middle of the pack. Yeah.
They're still top 3.
Yeah, because they were 9-1 going into this, at least on the stat sheet.
I still need to do my fucking shit from last week.
Well, they should be 9-3 now because they were 9-1 before the 2-0 loss to Bung's Burgers.
They're 9-5 then.
Yeah, so they're probably, I don't think they're top 3, but they're probably in that 4 or 5 slot, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah,
knowing the
updated
outcomes of
stats.
other games.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, in any case, GG's to them. They're still way in the playoff race,
yeah.
and really it don't matter until playoffs. So, GG's all around. Thank you guys for dealing with all of our technical difficulties and whatnot. For all of you guys that stayed the entire time, even caught our ARAM. A lot of fun. But we are going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much to Mistborn and to Hook My Book for the co-casting, and thank you so much, Panda, for the streaming. But we're just going to go ahead and we're going to sign off here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Been fine, just good vibes and car rides. Don't care, cause you're not on my mind. Guess I've been alright this whole time. But since you asked, yeah, I've been fine.